What a beautiful day out today. I'm kind of thirsty though, so I think I'm going to go ahead and pour myself a nice cola. But it's kind of warm, so I think I'm going to grab some ice. That'll help cool down my cola. So I'm going to go ahead and put that ice in there. But what about the ice? The ice isn't staying as ice anymore. It's melting. Did I ever stop to think about the poor ice cube? All I cared about was my Coca-Cola. I didn't even think about the ice. So I'm so selfish. I should think about what happens to the ice. Oh, what? You don't get as excited about your ice and your Coca-Cola as I do? All right. Okay. Maybe it's just me. This unit, you're going to learn about heat transfer, and you're going to learn about endothermic and exothermic reactions and processes. So what we want to talk about, first of all, is this example that I just talked about, because in endo and exo, you want to make sure you know what part they're talking about, what we call the system or the surroundings. So most of the time, when you guys think about putting some ice in your pop, so here's my lovely little ice cubes right here, okay? You're like, well, my drink's going to cool down. Well, what's actually happening is the energy from the drink is going to go to the ice cubes. So let's look at what happens with these arrows. Right here, your energy is leaving. Notice those arrows. So if energy goes bye-bye, our temperature goes down because you have less energy, less movement. It's slowed down. Now look at these poor little ice cubes. See those arrows coming into it? Because energy went in to them, then the particles are going to move faster and your temperature goes up. Well, if temperature goes up on my ice, it's going to melt. So here's what we have. We have endo and we have exo. So in every story, there is always an endo and an exo. So you want to look at the system and the surroundings. So in the case of your drink, and putting your ice cube in here, okay? If we are looking at our ice cube and why our ice cube is melting, it is the system, and it's bringing in heat from the surroundings, okay? Here's another example to consider. The number of times in a year that I say to my students, hot glass looks like cold glass, is quite a few. Because it never fails that someone has been heating something for 30 minutes and then they go and grab the glass and then are surprised that it's hot and drop it. Well, why it's hot is because you were heating it, and so it was absorbing the energy. You're now going to absorb the energy. So let's look at this example here. We're going to say that this item right here is a metal rod. Okay. Now, this metal rod is going to take the energy right here from the slider. All right, let's take a look at what's going on. We're looking at the metal rod. The metal rod is the system. Okay, the system is taking in heat from the surroundings. So if the system is taking in heat from the surroundings, it's going to increase in temperature. You now touch it. This item is going to transfer energy to you. All right, well, let's look at all those arrows coming into your hand. All of a sudden, you now become the system, and everything around you, including this, becomes the surroundings. So now as energy is coming in, you are going to feel your temperature go up, and actually, this lovely little metal rod here is going to experience the temperature going down because the heat is being transferred to you. As you go through these examples, focus on what is the system and what is the surroundings. Good luck. Enjoy endo and exothermic because these things are hot and cool. Get it? Come on, that's funny.